welcome. My name's Shelly. I would like to introduce you guys to my channel. Sorry, I keep looking over there. I have my cats and my dog playing right now. I want to make sure they're behaving. But welcome. I am going to talk to you guys about my own personal journey with my weight loss, I guess. His name's JC. Hi, JC, say hi. So basically I started last year in January, and I didn't consistently keep up with my workouts, but truly it began during quarantine lockdown around March. So when everything happened with the virus and we were home, I decided to basically take a life-changing chance and proceed with what I always wanted, which was get back to a comfortable level with my own self, and a healthier also level with my eating habits, everyday things. So I will tell you more about what I did and show you some progress pictures. Okay, so I had to get rid of JC. He was not staying still. But also I'll share with you some tips that I implemented on my journey. So tip number one, I started with my water intake. So I began drinking 6 bottles of water, which I don't have a bottle of water here actually, but about 6 bottles of water a day. Yes, I was going to the bathroom every 10 minutes, but once my body started to regulate itself and get used to me taking in all that water daily, I guess it took about 2 to 3 weeks for me to get used to all that. I began to notice how my skin was glowing differently, my nails were stronger, I felt more like replenished and alert. I wasn't tired all the time, because that was another thing and another reason why I wanted to change my eating habits and how I was, because I was always exhausted for no reason, at work, in the morning, at night, it didn't matter, weekend, weekday. I was always tired, and I could not explain why. I had no desire to do anything, and I did eat a lot of chips. I began by taking the water, and I knew that if I had just taken out the chips out of my daily routine, oh my gosh, this dog, or habit, that it was not going to work, because I had done that initially. I had thrown out all the bag of chips, all the stuff we had that I thought wasn't healthy, and lo and behold, a few weeks after, I began doing it again, because it's hard for somebody to just cut everything out that you've been doing and start fresh with something else. Maybe it works for some people, it did not work for me, however, and I know myself. So this time I began taking it slow and taking steps by doing the water first, and then decreasing the amount of junk food I was inhaling, because I was not eating, I was inhaling. So I was still eating some chips, but instead of, like, say, taking a whole bag to work, I grabbed a little Ziploc bags and just tried to do a handful, and that was it. I also worked hard on eliminating eating chips before I ate and after, because that was a bad habit of mine. I was cooking, but then I was eating chips, and then I was done cooking, and then I had more chips, and it was 10 o'clock at night and I was eating chips. So that salt, that grease, all of that fun and yummy things that I enjoy so much were not doing me such a good thing. I actually went from a size 12 to now I'm between 6 and 8. I want to say I'm in between those. So I fit on a 6, but sometimes I think I fit better on an 8. So depending on the brand and the style and so on. But I went from 160 to 130 pounds currently. I also haven't weighed myself in a month, so don't know if I'm still there, but I've definitely noticed from some pictures where my face, I would feel like it was more swollen, like over here, especially, like I felt like it's down here. I could feel it in my arms, everywhere. Like if I sat down, that feeling of like my rolls sinking into each other. It was the most aggravating thing. Or like when my pants like dug into it, and then it was just like, oh, I can't even breathe. I had to unbutton my pants. I took that step again into eliminating certain things and working my way into a better, healthy lifestyle. So the water was one. Second thing I actually should have said was trying to cut back on the eating habits that I had that were not the best for myself. And then 3, I began eating way more vegetables. I've always liked vegetables, but now I began putting more veggies on the plate. So instead of maybe this much pasta, I narrowed it a little bit, put much more veggies, and then my meat. I was never good at counting calories or anything like that, so I just decided not to do it that way either, because again, I tried that way before and it just didn't stick. I needed something to stick with me that I could implement daily, instead of something that it felt like a chore, and it was no longer something that, you know, I wanted to do. It just felt more obligatory and I just didn't like it, and I quit. So I knew that this time I didn't want to throw in the towel, so I had to change my strategy. Another tip now that I wanted to offer is maybe if you live with somebody and they're not doing the healthy eating with you, try to cook 2 meals, one for you and one for that person. My husband, for example, wasn't doing it with me at the time, and I was cooking 2 different things. I was eating more leaner things and less pasta and rice. Forget it, rice and we had to part ways for a bit because I was just eating too much rice. So that also just, you know, cut down that. And exercising at least 5 to 6 times a week for 30 to 45 minutes. I felt completely terrible in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie. I felt like throwing up whenever I worked out. I wanted to just cry, and I hated watching the videos that I was watching because I felt like they were out to get me, although I was the one doing them and nobody forced me but myself. So little by little, as I was saying, everything started clicking together. Obviously I'm not there yet. I'm not perfectly, I will never be perfect, but I am not at that stage where I can say, I've accomplished it. But I'm at that stage where I can say, yes, I've accomplished it. So let me show you some of the videos that I've taken. I have so many, but these are some of them, as well as 2 of my best pictures that I've taken to keep track of my journey. So you could see the difference between this side and that side. I began by doing simple workouts, but I would do 30 to 45 minutes. And even though I didn't want to do them half the time, I would start by putting on my gym clothes, and then that would help me get motivated to start my workouts. Here is my first video that I took of myself before I started doing any weight loss and workouts. As you can see, I had a lot of extra skin and fat I wanted to get rid of, including my back. You could even see it in my face. But yes, you could see my rolls coming out on the side, and the pants are a little higher so you can't see the other rolls underneath, but I was pretty meaty actually. By going outside, it helped me out with the workouts and feeling more confident about myself. So then on days that I couldn't go outside for whatever reason, I would continue doing them at home. Back when I used to live in this small apartment, force myself every day to keep going and going. As you can see, I still have some fat around my mid area, but I was doing my workouts more accurately and more focused than when I first started. pretty much jumping to now-ish. This is right now in January. My mid area is getting smaller and more defined, as well as my back, my face. You could definitely see it looks more thinner. Yeah, I've been having so much fun doing my workouts now that I like doing them every day. I don't have to force myself, but here I could feel that burn. And here are my progress pictures. I think that after 4 months of doing workouts, it was not a bad progress. Hi, I hope you enjoyed some of the clips I've shown you, and perhaps you don't quite relate in the same level that I had. Obviously, everybody's journey is going to be different by any means or by not any means. Or I'm not trying to compare my journey with anybody's. Everybody has their own path, their struggles. I just want to kind of give an insight on the things that helped me get to a happier place, a much better state of mind, if you will. So if I did sound very nervous this whole time, it's because I was. I'm not going to lie. I am a nervous wreck right now. Also, I'm extremely pale even though I live in the south. That's because it's been a little cloudy lately, but once the summertime comes around, I can get just a little tan. I also would like to see if you guys have any other ideas that you wanted me to show besides my glow up journey progression with my weight and my healthy eating habits. So I'm open to anything to make it fun for anybody. Good content to bring some happiness in our lives, especially because we are in very trying times, and everywhere you go there's always something, upsetting news, upsetting situations, and more than ever I think we need each other and some sort of happiness, a glimmer of hope that you're not the only one going through something and you have other people you could reach out to. So I would like to end this video by saying thank you for watching. It means the world to me. So I don't want to drag this on, but I do like to talk when I'm nervous. So we're ending it here. Until next time, bye!
Mom, are you talking to yourself? Mom.